Welcome to Etube. Let's talk about session templates. If you are an offering admin, I'm quite certain that you've had to deal with session templates, so let's talk about them just a little bit. First of all, let's create a new class by going to Manage Classes and selecting New Class. I'm going to search for a test course and select Classroom and click Next. From here, I want to go into the session templates, but it will make me put in a start date first. So let's just choose August 31st, which is a Monday. And then I can select this little edit pencil to go into the session template selection. Now, first of all, session templates are a hot mess. There are thousands and thousands of session templates that shouldn't be in here. For example, this first one here on the list, a class starting from 10:01 to 7:02, doesn't make any sense. But we're kind of stuck with the session templates that are there. So the first thing that I want to share is how to find a session template that works for you. First of all, you can see in this top section that there are fields that you can search or narrow the search. For starters, it already knows that we want a start date of Monday because of the date that we selected, but you could certainly change that if you needed to. The naming convention for the session templates is supposed to follow this format here, which is the letter of the day of the week, followed by the hours, and then in parentheses is the duration of the class. So the good news is a lot of these session templates do follow that format. So if you have a class that you know that you want to start at 2 p.m., you can type in M2 and click search. And what that's going to do is filter the results to only include classes that start with M2. Or maybe you want your class to start at 2:30. You can type in M2:30 and search, and you can see it filters the results quite a bit. Some more popular times will have more results than this, obviously, but this is how you would use these filters to reduce your search results. So if your class is going to be 2:30 to 10:30, then perfect. You select that radial button, and then you can select and close. And that will bring that session template into your course, and then you would continue on with building the rest of your class. But what if you don't find the session template that you want? So let's go back into the session template, and let's clear this out. So let's say I want my class to start at 10 o'clock. I want it to go from 10 to 12. It's just a 2-hour class. I can type in 10A/12P and click search. So as you can see, I have found a session template that starts at 10 a.m. and goes to noon, which is what I want, except for here it says 5 weeks. And the reason for that is because you can set up session templates to be 1 day or multiple days. So you can see over here under number of sessions, there are 5. So I actually don't want to use this session template. Exit out of there, and I want to go back into session templates. I still want to search for a class that starts at 10 a.m. and I'm just going to select this first session right here. So once I click that, then I want to choose select and modify. Because again, this is not exactly what I want. I need to change it to where it matches what I'm looking for. So once I'm in here, this shows me that there is one session. Here's the start date. It's on Monday, and here's the time. I want to change that. So I can do one of two things. I can either delete this line altogether and then choose add session. And when that happens, I can choose the parameters and it will create a new session. Or I can actually just click this little link, which takes me into the existing session, and I can change the information here. So it starts at 10 a.m. That's what I want, but I want to end at noon. So I can change the time to 12 p.m., which is noon, and click save. I now need to change the name of the session template to 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then in the parentheses, I simply change it to where it says 2 hours. Now I click finish. This alert tells me that the changes cannot be viewed until after the class is saved. So we'll go ahead and build the rest of this class out real quick so we can see what it looks like. Let's enter in a location Language is English. And I'm only going to fill in the required fields because this is just a sample. Unit code, focus, and finish. So now that the class is built, we can go back down to the session template. First of all, we can confirm that the title has changed, but remember, this is just text. This doesn't do anything to the actual template other than change the words that we see. But we can see that the duration is 2 hours, so that's corrected. But we can click this little button right here, and we can actually confirm that our session template is correct, and it is. So right here it's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So what I think a lot of people have been doing is they've been changing the title, but they haven't been actually going into the session and changing the details of the session. So you definitely have to do that. Hopefully that takes a little bit of the mystery out of session templates. And as always, thank you for watching Etube, where job aids come to life.